and welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Val, and if you are familiar with me, hello again. Today we're going to be doing a bit of work in my save file. So primarily I want to be in build mode, doing specifically like a motel build with you all, but I also want to show you a little bit of my process as I'm building. So we're going to be going in and out of like Pinterest, maybe my spreadsheets on Google, just to really like make you guys feel like you're actually doing it with me. Like we're all hanging out together, actually working on stuff together, like we're uni students. I don't know. Um, but before I do any of that, I want to first answer a few questions I get about my save file, as this is a video about my save file. You know, a long play about it, but still a video about it. Because not all of you have access to my Tumblr. Like you're either unfamiliar with Tumblr or you don't know about my blog, but I have answered these questions there, but I want to answer them here just in case anyone hasn't seen that. Firstly, the question I get asked the most, which is, are you releasing the save file? So when as I said, I've answered this on Tumblr, but it really depends on whether EA fixes the save file corruption issue. I don't want to be releasing a save file that's essentially just going to not work for people, like that's just going to be broken and cause like corruption in the game or any kind of issue in their game and then disappoint everyone. That's the last thing I want. So the builds will always be available for release. Like I'll always be releasing the builds that I put out for the save file. Like I'll never gatekeep those. But when it comes to if I release it, if EA doesn't fix a save file issue, then no. If they do, then yes, absolutely. But if it doesn't get fixed, then I'm not going to release it. I've seen plenty of people who've made save files either here or on YouTube or on Tumblr, and a lot of them have had their save files like turn corrupt and like unfixable. And it's always very disappointing and upsetting. Like I know that Flawless Sims' port sim save file has issues and she can't get into some of the lots, and I don't want to be unable to fix that for all of you. So yeah, everything's going to be heavily backed up, but again, if it doesn't get fixed, then I don't see myself releasing it. The next question is, when will it be released? So again, if EA fixes the save file corruption issue, I don't see myself releasing the save file until probably like the end of the year or like the start of next year. Which I know seems like a long time, but I work sort of part-time. I'm not like in Australia, it's not considered, what I work as isn't considered part-time. It's called casual work. But I do like an average like 15 to 20 hours a week. And then I'm also going to be starting university again actually the end of this month. And that's like also very full-time for me. So like I'm not going to have too much time following this to put much into The Sims. And so I don't see myself being finished with Willow Creek at the very least until the end of the year. Yeah, but well, like the save file as a whole, if I were to release it like fully complete with like everything that I want to get done, several years. Like babes, this is like my save file has always gone beyond just being like a small town America vibe. It's always been a plan to do small town America in several of the Sims 4 worlds, and then move on into doing a city, probably in Newcrest, like something like New York or something, because I always wanted to have a city in my game, and San Myshuno was just not it, babes. It's just not it. And then I was also going to be probably attempting to recreate like Florida or Nevada somewhere. I wanted to have several different like states represented and regions represented so that my Sims didn't feel restricted to just being in one place. Basically just recreating a lot of the worlds and turning them into something that they very much are not, for my own fun and my own enjoyment, and that would take me a very long time. So I don't see that being done for a very long time. And yeah, what a horrible medium to choose. I chose The Sims 4. Yeah, it would be released in versions as I make the save file and build it up. So you would get probably version 1 by the end of the year or by the start of next year. And I think that's a reasonable amount of time for EA to fix the save file corruption issue. And if they don't, then babes, what are we gonna do? I don't know. Anyway, I hope that clarifies everything for you guys a little bit. I hope that offers you some answers. Let's all cross our fingers and hope that things go well and that I can release it. Yeah, but we'll get into what I'm doing today and the build and what's going to be happening. So as I said earlier, we're going to be doing the motel in town today. Because we're going very like small town America. The vibes is very like think I guess like Life is Strange Arcadia Bay kind of mixed with a little bit of like Forks from Twilight. Honestly, I would say those are like two very big influences for me, and like sources of inspiration. We're kind of going for a vibe of like a mountain town where there's a bit of mystery and intrigue happening, you know, like Twin Peaks, I would even say. Could be like a source of inspiration, although I've never seen it. So there's quite a few like truckers who stay in town, and the town used to have a bit of a tourism situation happening because it's like got some very beautiful mountain ranges and forests surrounding it. So I was thinking that the motel we're going to be doing will not only have like rooms for people to come in and temporarily stay as they're passing, you know, in and out of state, but also a few permanent residences. And we're going for like I'd say like a 90s motel vibe. Like this is definitely the vibe I'm going for. Like this very simple, cheap motel and maybe a little shady. Like a little bit shady, a little bit edgy. It's kind of grunge. And really I'm going for the 90s motel vibe too because Light Division on Tumblr and maybe also Patreon actually released a 90s motel set, and I think it's literally perfect and I'm obsessed with it. So these are our reference images. Again, I highly recommend you use reference images. If you don't, you should use them. But we'll move into the game. Sorry. I was like editing the walls because I made the rooms too big. Oh, I actually get asked like quite often why my background is completely empty. So if you're still here at this point in the video and you want to know, it's empty because I use awingedllamas empty Willow Creek and Newcrest mod, I think it's called, and it just removes everything so that you can like toolmod stuff. It will make like a whole bunch of stuff invisible, like trees and like rocks and bushes and stuff. So if you want to use certain base game items, they will basically, you won't be able to use them because they'll be invisible. It doesn't really affect furniture or like any like of the stuff you would most likely use. And if you have a lot of packs, then it doesn't really matter if the trees are gone. Like you could just use trees from other packs because who's using base game trees? I think the only item that it affects in game is the stoves. Like this is invisible, but if I think it's still visible, maybe no, it's not. Yeah, like it affects the stove, so you won't be able to see it, which kind of sucks. But you have other stoves. It actually kind of makes me sad because this was like my favorite stove. Now I can't use it. There's also like the blowtorch and flamethrower mod, and blowtorch affects your game's files, and flamethrower does the same. If you haven't heard of flamethrower, it's just a more extreme version of blowtorch, because there are a few things that blowtorch doesn't catch, but flamethrower gets everything and kills it basically. Anyway, so this is the build. As I said, I did start it previously like a few weeks ago, and I actually tried to make this video the other day, but it didn't work out and I got frustrated, so I stopped. So yeah, we're going single story, very small town vibe, like, you know, maybe like an older couple owns this, or a single man. There's gonna be a man involved because it's a motel. It's a little, you know, a little creepy, maybe, you know. We want to add some intrigue to it. The rooms are currently too big, so I do have to size them down. So, you will see me doing that, and I have started to piece it together just because I didn't want us to start off at a point where I was going to be like going back and forth too much. When I do these long plays, I probably won't ever start without having some kind of base done, because if I'm starting off from nowhere, I might get frustrated. I might get frustrated, and then you guys will just have like 2 hours of me sounding like incredibly annoyed. And a lot of you have said that you find my videos to be like calming or soothing, or just like nice to have on in the background. Someone actually once said that they put my video on to fall asleep, and I was like, that's so sweet. But girl, do you like wake up to me raging? Like, like that's gonna happen at some point. I'm gonna like throw a fit because this game drives me fucking crazy. I also swear a lot, and I don't imagine that's calming to hear in your sleep. Like, I'm gonna give you nightmares. Anyway, so with everything basically said and done, with me having explained the whole idea behind it and the idea that we're going to be doing a few rooms reserved for people who live here, let's start decorating. As I said, I'm using Light Deficient's 90s Motel set. Highly recommend it. It's Max's match, actually. And very cute. I only wish that we had more swatches for the bedspread because I don't really like it when things are like tied like this. It just generally annoys me with everything in this game that I can't change the color of the bedspread without changing the color of the, like, the wood. Like we could do this, but then it won't really match my bedside table, so we kind of have to go very beige with it, and that's a bit sad. I'm also going to make it nighttime and make these lights a bit dimmer. I think I might have said this already, but I know some of you don't like it when I don't have lights on, but I can't help it, honestly. Like, I don't like to have lights. Like, I know it's probably hard to see, but like, I live, so you should live too. Everything's gonna be okay. Actually, I might put the reference photo up on the screen so you guys can see what I'm working with. I hope it's not annoying. If it is, just let me know in the comments that you'd rather it not be there and I won't do it next time. Just give me a second. This is also part of why I wish I could stream. That way I could get, like, active feedback. Okay, let's put it, like, here in the corner. That way you won't need to, that way you can still see everything pretty okay. So, I can't see it, sadly. So I don't know. I wish I had my second monitor, but as most of you know, I recently moved in with my dad and I don't have space for it anymore, sadly. And it makes me really sad because I, like, only very recently got a new PC screen and I'd been needing one for, like, a very, very long time. Like, the screen that I use is not even a computer screen. I know, that's crazy. It's not a computer screen, it's a TV. Well, the one that I was using, because I'm actually using my new one right now. But the one I used to have is, like, a TV, and, like, that has its benefits, but it's still a TV, babes. So, it's not a computer screen. And then I got a new one, and I was like, what the hell? Because, and people who, like, are, like, computer freaks like me, like, who obsess about, like, the quality of their computer, will know what I mean when I say that, like, upgrading your screen from, like, a shitty screen to, like, a really nice, high-quality screen, it's, like, jarring to see the difference in quality from, like, your old computer screen to your new one, because my old one was bad. Like, I look at it and I'm like, how was I, like, like, no wonder my eyesight is getting worse. Girl, I was looking at pixels. The color grading was horrible. The quality of the screen was horrible. Everything about it was bad. Bad, bad, bad. And I couldn't believe that that's what I was putting up with. Okay. I think I want to do, like, a kitchenette. But I'm like, I don't know if I should do just, like, a little mini fridge and, like, a microwave and maybe a counter. But because I don't, like, have a picture reference for, like, a motel with a kitchenette. I'm gonna swap to Pinterest again to show you guys. And I will try and, like, look it up. This is a cool picture too. I like that buffer. But because this is gonna take ages to load, I don't want to spend too much time looking at it. And I might try searching for it and then see what pops up. I just don't want to show you in case anything comes up that shouldn't, because Pinterest is still Pinterest. With kitchenette. Did I spell that correctly? What is going to appear? Like, this is eerie, and I actually really This is very eerie and cute. I don't know if this is like an apartment though and not a thing. I'm thinking we could go maybe a little bit more furniture in the ones where people are living. Like, have you guys ever seen that, okay, they didn't give me the search result I wanted. They just said, model with, girl, what? Okay, does this have a kitchenette? I wasn't looking at model with kitchenette. Why would I look that up? What's wrong with you? Oh, it does. This one does. Okay. We might do this shape instead, actually. Because I like that there's room for a desk, because one of the rooms I need to have a desk in. And then I won't have to do, like, multiple people. I won't have to do, like, different vibes. Okay. Let's change the shape of these. So, I think we'll do a smaller bathroom as well, because we don't need a big bathroom. Actually, maybe... that might be too small. Hmm. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Because the photo reference has like 2, 3 counters. Yeah, it's got 3 counters. And it's sink. It's like a floating counter as well. It's not even... Anyway, have you guys ever seen that article? This is going to be the most obscure article, so you probably will say no. I don't even know if it's an article or if it's like just a random thing I saw online a really long time ago of those like people living in that little cute little apartment building. And I love those kinds of things. Like I really love photography and like things about, it's gonna sound so corny, but things about humanity. Like just the article shows all these different people living in this like apartment complex or something like that, like either some kind of motel or apartment complex, and they all have like the exact same room shape, but seeing the different ways that they've all furnished their home. If I can find it, I will link it in the description or show it to you guys, because I thought it was so, I just thought it was so lovely. I just love little things like that, like seeing the different ways that people live and seeing how their like style influences their home, or like cultural differences. So like little different designs. And I can't even like name to you like what a specific like room looked like, but I don't know, I love that. I thought it was so cute. And I know it's not a motel, and this would make more sense if I was doing like an apartment complex instead of a motel that people are living out of. But yeah, I wanted to do this, and I do intend on doing an apartment building for the save file at some point, just not right now. What kind of... kind of counters would we have? I feel like we'd have very plain counters. Maybe we'll just do like the very, very, very plain basic counters that came with... where is it? Like, see this... the one that I'm looking at, we could just do this. Because the picture we saw just now was literally just like floating counters, and there was a sink underneath. So we could just like exactly like mirror copy that and make a non-functional sink. Do you think? Maybe not that one. Maybe not that one. We can pretend the sink functions. Or we can do this. Because I do like that detail of it like being like under. That's red carpet. Okay, that's way too modern. I also just finished work, so I'm hoping that I don't get super tired and end this too early. I want to try and go for maybe 3 hours, but it's 12 a.m. So, who thinks that's actually gonna happen? Not me, girl, not me. That's definitely not gonna happen. I'm having like wishful thinking. How does this sink like work? Like, This is bothering me because it has like the pipes. Like, it's set. I just can't get one with the pipes showing, I think. That makes me really sad. Like, that makes me not even want to do the whole sync thing. Because I can't get my pipes to show. But then where is their mini fridge as well? Oh, it's under the counter. Okay. Okay, we may have a problem here. I don't know. We're gonna have to think about how this is laid out. Because this might not go the way that we want it to. Okay, that's like one forward. We'll do like... Okay, we might just get the basics down. And then we'll think about that sync situation. Should we do this one? I don't know. Would like two dresser drawers make sense, or does that make no sense at all? I also wish that I could play different music because I don't really like the music that I have to put in my videos, but I don't want to get copyright strikes, so I have to put like copyright free music in. So we just get stuck with like copyright free lo-fi music, and I have yet to find anything that I really enjoy. But there's music I listen to when I'm building on my own, and I really do like that music, and I will also link that below. If I remember to. Maybe we'll do this one. I've used this dresser before, but I think it's a good idea to try and keep some, like, repeat some items in my save file, even though I don't really want to do that, just so that it's easier for you guys to download my save file and it's not, like, as humongous. Do, like... We might move it, like, here. And do, like, the desk I was thinking about for this one. Like a very... See, I like this, nicknames CC, right? And, like, it matches these. But they don't have a... Is that the same color? Do you like that one? It's not the same color. Okay, they just didn't do the same type of thing. I think that it would be a matching set in a motel. Like, I don't do that for my houses, but I think motels generally typically have some kind of matching situation happening. And my only complaint with, like, Light Division set is that they don't have anything for single beds. So, I want to do, like, probably 1 or 2 rooms with, like, 2 beds in them. Because that makes sense, right? But they don't have any single bed versions of their beds, and that makes me a little bit sad because I can't really recreate it exactly how I want. Then I'm also really bothered by the fact that there's no, like, matching set for this dresser. But maybe we'll just do that one. I don't know. We can't, like, that doesn't match it. We could do that and then like that. That might work. It might be okay, honestly. We might just deal with that. And then the chair would be the same kind of chair as that one. Okay. I'm gonna try and do blue carpet. Blue or green? I think blue or green carpet in here. The blue is giving bedroom though. It really is giving bedroom. Let's see what we could do that. We'll see how I feel about this. Also, I know this hallway is awkward, but, like, I couldn't... Like, I needed to do more rooms. And there was no way for me to, like, set these up. Oops. Like, do you see what I mean? Like, I might try and rework it. But I don't think there's a way for me to set this up so that there's no hallway here. Because it's such an awkward angle, like the turning point. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna have to, like, think about it. I haven't stayed at a motel in a really long time either, so please forgive me for the fact that everything I'm basing this off of is found on Pinterest. The last time I was at a motel, and not a hotel, because I have been to a hotel fairly recently. Long distance girls want to know all about that. The joys of staying at a hotel. I haven't stayed at a motel since I was like maybe 11. That was when I was like moving across the country. That was a very long time ago. That was like 10 years ago. Oh god, I'm old. Actually, I had the realization today that when I turn 25, I'll be halfway to 50, and it did cause me a little bit of panic for a very brief moment. Because not to get deep with you guys, but like, I didn't start like wanting to live until I was about maybe like 20, 21. Like, I didn't start to realize that I actually wanted to live and like have a nice life until that point. And then very recently as well, once I realized that I felt that way, because I only realized I felt that way within the past, like, I want to say past year, I guess. I realized that when you want to live, it comes with the very intense and inescapable fear of dying. And so, and so I've spent like probably the past like 6 months being really scared that I'm gonna die. And I hope that's not like upsetting for anyone to hear. Like, if you also have that intense fear of dying, girl, I get you. I didn't know what it was like before because I was very like flippant about my own life. Very like, "Ugh, I'm never gonna like have a good life, so like it doesn't matter if I die." But now I don't feel that way. So now I'm like, well, if I die, I'm gonna be so pissed. I'm not gonna be happy about it. And it's very like, I don't know, it's kind of stressful to feel that way. But I just try not to think about it. And I kind of like the way I defined it to my partner when I was talking to him about it. I was like, it's not that I'm like, I'm like scared to want to live, because wanting to live is like, it's so scary because then you care, you know? And if you're used to not caring, it's like, oh, it's very scary and unfamiliar. What kind of lamps do we want to do? I'm like stuck on like lamps. What does our reference image have? You guys can see it, but I can't. So if you could just tell me really quickly. Okay. It has like wall lamps. I don't really want to do that. I think we'll just do the one that I had. The really basic one. The really, really basic one. Where was it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? This one. Okay. So, when I'm thinking about the people who live here, I'm thinking one of them, actually, the idea I came up with was a detective, because as I very briefly mentioned at like the start of the video, I think, actually, if I did mention this, I don't remember if I did, I might not have mentioned it at all. Wait, what am I talking about? Oh, what I mentioned, which I don't know if I mentioned or not, was that it's kind of based a little bit off of Twin Peaks and Life is Strange, like the story. So we have some missing persons in the town. I know, it's very cliche, it's very like small town America movie, but I wasn't intending on doing it, I swear. Like, it wasn't part of the plan. It just sort of happened, like it kind of took off, and then that's my idea. So I'm thinking we're gonna have a detective living here who is investigating the disappearance of someone in town. And he's maybe been kind of like, he's a private detective. And maybe been shunned a little bit from the like force that he was. I guess maybe he used to be a former police officer, but I don't really want to take that angle because I don't like the police, and I hate when police are like centered as being the good guys, unless we're doing a corrupt police storyline and actually like going deep into that and giving it the importance it deserves, and like calling out the police for their despicable actions against the community. We're not really going to go that angle, but I do stand by that. I think private detectives can be you know, it's a private investigator, private detective, aren't super aligned with the police. So I'm thinking that, and maybe he used to work with some kind of organization and they got kicked out because he got too preoccupied with the disappearance of a loved one. And I'm thinking we might go with another cliche, which is that it's his daughter who went missing, and he's been led, you know, across the country to dead ends, and his latest trail has led him here to this small mountain town where, like, 15 years ago, you know, the disappearance of a certain someone kind of racked the whole town. She was never found. I mentioned her very briefly in my single dad build. I said that she was either going to be deceased or missing, and I think we're just gonna go with missing because I think that's a bit more fun. Yeah. So TVs. TVs. What TV? Like the old box TV. Yeah. I don't know if I like this color. I want to do red, but the reds are too intense. But they're doing a little too much for me, honestly. I just want to do more yellow lighting. And also make it nighttime again so we can get some better perspective. Okay. Yeah. Alright, yeah. So that's the idea I'm going for. So it's a detective who's staying here. And I was gonna do also maybe like a single mother. But we could also just do the one sim. It might be best to just do like the one sim who's got a little storyline happening. Just because I'm not really sure who else I want to do in the motel. Again, if you guys want to like share ideas for a sim, go for it. I'm like, even though I am making the save file primarily for myself, so most of what I do is going to be just what I want to do, and I'm not going to take too much from like suggestions. If I do ask for suggestions or requests, like, feel completely free to give any, and I'll like consider them. But yeah, because it is for myself primarily, and I'm making it for my own story and my own gameplay. We will see. Okay, so I feel like it makes more sense if I were to do this like that, but then I feel like it creates kind of an awkward obstruction between the door, and I don't want to do, because in the photo it's set out against the wall, but then the room is too small. But this is the issue we have with Sims 4, where like it just doesn't convert well with like real life images, you know? Like nothing like makes sense. I'm gonna do the wood paneling though. We will put that in because that's gonna really change this room. Like, you will see what I mean. As soon as I put this wood paneling in, you're gonna freak out. Okay, not that one. Where is it? Not that one either. I do have broken stuff in my game. This is because of the DirectX 11 update, and I haven't fixed any of it because I'm lazy. See what I mean? Didn't this just like change the whole vibe of the room? It's just added so much. Okay. It's supposed to be like this. We could do that. Because I think if we do like single. That's supposed to be there. But I don't know if the fridge will be functional like that. We'll see. I'll play test this. If it's not functional, I'll remove it. And then we'll do like a mirror. But, oh god. I'm doing that thing again where I don't remember what I said and what I was talking about. I'll see if this like works. Because there's gonna be that's what I was saying. There's gonna be a sink here. And so your Sims can probably just use the sink that's here as like a bathroom sink. And I think that's how it's supposed to be intended in the original photo I'm looking at anyway. I don't have that one up on the screen. I have a different one right now. So if you're a bit confused, don't worry. It's just what I'm looking at on Pinterest at the moment. And I showed it very briefly. They also have like a coat hanger rack. Let me just pull the image back up for any of you who do have me on the second monitor. Hello to my second monitor friends. This is the picture. This is the one that I'm actually looking at the moment for like this side of the room. They have like a red desk chair. It's really weird. And a bin under here. And then like a little coat rack thing happening here. So we put like the door for the bathroom here. Make sure I swap back to the game actually. Because I actually tried recording this earlier and I forgot to, I did like a full 10 minutes where I'd forgotten to swap back to the game on my screens, which is why I was like, I'm not going to use them when I do this, but I changed my mind, obviously, so we are using them, but we're just going to hope and pray that I don't forget. Otherwise, it's going to be really inconvenient for anyone who is a second monitor watcher, so I'm sorry. Should we do open door? I do love an open door. I love these doors. We'll do it. We'll see how it goes. I also kind of don't want the paneling, the wood around that, sorry. Oh, this is such a cute mirror. That is making me want to do a bathroom with a mirror. Because I can't use it here. I've never used this, but I love that it has like a little storage shelf. Okay, but this is the one that I want. It's just a bit big, I think. I think I need something smaller than that. My gosh. Okay, and then we'll put the microwave on the counter. Okay, I think that we have come to piece together quite well, actually. I think this is a really good setup in here. Like, this is very realistic, I think. I'm gonna put a bin in. I'm gonna use this one. And I know this isn't gonna function, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Because I don't see anyone really needing to actually use a bin. And I also do still want to do, like, the coat rack thing that they have going on. Because I like that little detail. But I just don't know if... Oh, we could do, like, the wool drying rack. Wait, stop. Why is SYV always got my back? Why do they always know exactly what I need? This is perfect. Because, actually, I completely forgot to mention this in my explanation of what the build is. Let me really quickly backtrack and explain to you all what this whole situation is and what the idea. So, clearly, this is exterior. Parking lot here, you know, everyone's going to come in, park the car, etc. This is the front office area. Might need to size it down a little bit. We don't know yet. We're going to work on it. But we also will have like a mini laundry area just because it is like, as I said, there are people who are staying here long term or like currently like live here permanently, I guess. Or like, I don't know, for a period of time. Maybe the people who own it let them stay for a little bit, but not that long. I don't know if you're legally allowed to live out of a motel, but, you know, they could be doing it illegally. So we're going to have a little like laundry area for them to do their laundry and stuff. And that also just makes sense because I think certain motels with like people staying like longer have like little places to do laundry. So there is going to be a laundromat in town as well. But this is kind of, you know, more convenient for them if that's here. So this is perfect. Because it's a wool drying rack. I don't know if it functions actually as that, but like this is exactly what I needed. So I'm very happy with that. Thank you, SYB, for always like giving me what I need. I love, that's one of my favorite creators. If not like my favorite creator. I would say like that Around the Sims is probably my favorite creator. Because I've been using their custom content since I was a kid when they made a lot of stuff for Sims 3. But SYB is also like a 100% a top creator for me. Like I love pretty much everything they put out. What does a motel bathroom look like? Genuinely, like, someone tell me. I can't remember for the life of me. Like I said, like, I have stayed at, like, hotels recently. Actually, like, the last hotel I stayed at was in November, I think. And, oh my god, but the second time that my partner came to see me, this is horrible, and it's gonna make me sound, like, genuinely, like, the worst girlfriend ever. But when he came down to see me last, we stayed at a hotel with a spa bath, and like I had him running the bath, and then I was like, oh, like it's good, like the water's like hot enough, like get in. And he was getting in and he was like, oh my god, this is so hot, like this is way too hot. And I was like, no, it's not, stop being dramatic. Like I was fully gaslighting this man into thinking that he was being dramatic and the bath wasn't actually that hot. But lo and behold, I also got into the bath after he was in it, and he'd been like complaining to me for like 5 minutes, saying it's too hot, it's too hot, it's way too hot, help, help. I was like telling him he's, you know, being dramatic. I got in, and it was in fact way too hot, like way too hot. And I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, you were right, this is horrible. I can't believe I did that to you. So yeah, that's, you know, but I love spa baths. We also have stayed at a few Airbnbs with spa baths. And you know, I hate bitches with an Airbnb, don't support that. But also I wanted to stay at an Airbnb. It was really nice. Yeah. Haven't stayed at a motel in a long time. Probably would be cheaper. For sure, there's just none in my area to stay in. And every time that he comes down here, we're usually like staying in my area. I almost like fully doxed myself just then. I was about to say where I live. Okay. I don't need to be doing all that. Alright, so I just don't want this bathroom to look like someone lives, like this someone's home. So we're trying to avoid doing that, but also don't know what a motel bathroom looks like. Maybe we should look. Let's look. Don't need this open, so let's look up motel bathroom. Let's see if we get anything. Again, my internet is so slow. This is what they're telling me, but I don't know if I believe them. Like, they could be lying to me right now. You know what? I do love that on the wall, though. I actually really like it. I'm obsessed with that now that I've seen it for like 5 seconds. Also, I should put in a little air conditioning unit, shouldn't I? Maybe they are being a little bit like... they're updating, so they're putting in air conditioning units, or like window wall units at least. Sorry, this is usually how my process goes, is I just open like a whole bunch of photos. That is Roblox, by the way. If you're looking, this is Roblox. Don't be fooled. Anyone who's like been on Pinterest to look for sim stuff has been fooled by Roblox and also Second Life. Like, they're lying to you. They're lying to you, girls. Don't believe them. It's all lies. I love this. This is what my hotel room looks like when I've been staying there for a week. It's just shit everywhere. So real. I also love a good, like, slightly modern lamp. See, this has, like, a whole, like, system here with, like... You know, it's also got, like, the funky carpet, but I don't know if we should do funky carpet. That might be a little bit... you know? I like this carpet, but it's just... Should put some remotes down. We'll put, like, an ironing board. Don't tell me that. Go away. Sorry. I just got a notification saying that my headphones are gonna die. I don't want to see that. Okay. So I think we're gonna be winging this bathroom. Like, this is probably, like... I don't believe this is a motel bathroom purely because this is like this. But we can definitely try and replicate that. I have made a sink fit in a small bathroom before, so maybe I can do it again. Maybe we'll do like... like this. Realistically, you could get in here, but The Sims doesn't like to let you do stuff like that, so we'll just... we will try. Also, how awkward to put like... Oh, I'm not showing the game. Oh my god, thank god I remembered. I would have freaked out later if I realized that I hadn't. How weird is it to put like shelves with towels above a toilet? That would freak me out, make me think that they were gonna fall in the toilet, the towels. Should we do a rug? I don't know. But at the very least we'll do like a painting, but I don't know about a rug. A rug might be a bit crazy. I could do like this like fold out thing. Like where should I put this? So not there, surely. Maybe just like here. Anyway, put like an outlet to some outlets. We'll have to do like a fan, I think. What is this? Oh. No, that's not gonna work like that. Put that there. Go wall vent. Sorry, I'm not even doing the thing that I intended on doing, which I don't remember what it was now, so I can't tell you what. Oh, a painting, right. Painting. And this is a single light switch, which we will need in the bathroom. I love doing these things, like putting in light switches and outlets and stuff. They just make my builds feel real to me. And I was also thinking about doing like a like what am I trying to say right now? Let me think about this before I open my mouth. I would like to do a video talking more about my save file and like sims I have and stories I have and builds I'm planning on doing, but I don't know if it'll be worth it to do that until I have more stuff done with it, because as I said, we aren't super like close to having much done. Like really we have like 10% done. So like for example, pretty much most of the builds you've seen me share online are what I have completed. I did previously have more done, but because I constantly change my mind, I've gone back and forth on it a lot. So a lot has been deleted, and I'm redoing so much. So yeah, not too much progress, and I don't want to make a save file video, like a save file diary, I guess. Although I guess this could count as a save file diary, without having like more progress on stuff. But I think we have like a good base to work with here to like duplicate this into different rooms now, because this is pretty much what a motel would look like. So I think I might copy it instead of like trying to like just recreate it. We could do this and then duplicate it. We'll see we'll see. We'll see if I can do this here. Okay, I'm just gonna okay, thank god. I got really scared. I might take that picture off now just because I think you guys get the idea. So yes, there we go. It's gone. See if I can do it like this, and if I can't. My boyfriend, when he watches me play The Sims, I need to slow down when I talk. When he watches me play The Sims, he gets so nervous when I do stuff like this, when I completely delete stuff. He's like, stop it! And I'm like, relax, like, I can get it back in 2 seconds, like, you need to chill out. Okay. See, this is what I mean when I say that, like, it's so, like, awkward. Like, how do I... do I make these rooms suddenly, like, differently shaped to these ones? Like, oh, like, what am I supposed to do? Like, what's the idea? I am gonna save, though. Sorry, I do that all the time, which is... If you're still here, by the way, if anyone's still watching, a quick tip. If you ever want to save, but you're scared you're going to get an infinite loading screen or you haven't saved in a while, What I do to prevent this is the only known fix for it is instead of just going to save, I first open up the save to library thing. And if it loads, like if it loads as the image and says that it's gonna save, then I can save. But if I get like an infinite buffer on here and it's just buffering, 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 I don't save. Instead of saving, I go in and I start like deleting stuff that I've placed down, sometimes in like bulk. Like say for example, I'll delete, sorry, this is like a really random tidbit, but I figured I'd share it. I'll just like delete everything in this room, for example, and then see if I can save. And I just keep doing that until it lets me save. I don't know what it is. I think it maybe it's just like the, yeah, because some people get that issue without custom content. Like they get the problem with like infinite saving screens. So I don't want to say that it's corrupt CC because at the same time, like I can later then save my game with that same CC in it. I think the game just like has issues. Okay. Like she just has issues and sometimes she can't render stuff, I guess. So it won't always let me save. But yeah, that's what I do to fix it and it's like perfect. Like it works. Like just check before you go to save anytime you need to save, check this first. Don't press save either. See if it buffers. If you get like a constant buffer, you can't save. Don't try saving. You will get an infinite loading screen. Just delete some stuff and then see if it works. That's the only thing that's ever helped me. And I'm like the queen of infinite loading screens. I get them all the fucking time. They drive me nuts. Okay. I think we might have to keep the hallway. Like, I hate it, but I don't know how I'm gonna make this work. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do about, like, the shape. Because this is, like a really awkward, like, spot. Oh, it also duplicated my windows. It's the wrong one. And my door. I guess we could do, like... Because, see, it makes this room so big. And, like, if we're doing, like, a larger room, I guess it's fine. But, I don't know. Also, with this, now we have this problem where it's, like, a different... Oh, wait, no, I've just done it wrong. Yeah. Oops. Okay. We'll just delete this, actually. I don't even, like, need that there. Okay. Like, I guess this could be our single, like, our one double room. But I feel like it has such an awkward, like, entry point. And also, like, what the hell is this? Like, girl, what the hell do I do with all this? I mean, like, because this fits here, but then it's like, how are we getting in there? And that's the issue with this build that I was having even the last time I did it. Also, am I like crazy or does this music? I'm not enjoying it. Okay. Give me one quick sec. I'm gonna pause and change the music so that you guys don't have to wait for me to find something I like. Okay, I don't really like this music either, but you know what? I'm lazy. We'll deal with it. Yeah, we might have to figure out something with this room. I can potentially shift the lot back really quick. And then we'll see if whoop, I hate when it does this. Go away. Could like move this room over by like 2. And then, oh, this can be a little bit tedious. Just bear with me, guys. Put this like here. This here. And then we can, okay, I might have done it too far. Okay, we might have to pull some of it back again. Because this is really open. I mean, Hmm. I honestly, like, I don't know how people do this layout. I think I had, like, a picture of, like, a motel floor plan saved somewhere, but I don't know where I put it. This is why I try to, like, do these things before I do the long play, because I don't want you guys to see me having to have to see me messing around too much with this kind of thing. Because I don't think that's particularly entertaining. So I think I would like to open like this, right? I really do want to have like an extra, like, this is the double bedroom. Um, but I don't know if it's gonna allow me to do that because of the shape of this. I do have like a picture I can reference. I'm just like, I don't know how to do it in a way that looks good. I feel like the shape of the other rooms doesn't really allow me to do it the way I want. But we'll try. So we just need to make it smaller again because it is just a bit too wide, especially with like the back part here being so wide. Like, why is it like that? Okay, we'll move this back maybe to, yeah, I guess we'll do it like that. Oh. Okay. I don't know, because it's such a huge room. It's such a huge room. Guys, I can't make up my mind. I don't know, just proportionally it just doesn't work with like the pictures I have. Like my pictures are for real life and we're doing Sims and Sims doesn't allow us to do this kind of thing, so having a bit of a struggle with this part. But that's okay. I'm curious as to how some people like lay out this kind of thing, because I don't know what I'm doing, girl. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm lost. Okay, maybe we will. I don't want to leave it because then what if I have to, and I do the exterior and then have to mess around with it. But I do feel like I want to do the exterior right now instead of this because it's stressing me. It's causing me a little bit of stress thinking about it. So we might step back for a minute and think a little bit about the outside. I think generally, oh my god, my whole roof is gone. That's okay, I can fix it. I think generally like the size might stay the same. I just might have to make like a few minor changes. I'm gonna put my roof back though because I would like my roof to stay. So let's put this back here. This is supposed to have podiums, by the way. I just couldn't pick podiums. So I will replace that in a minute. Yeah. So let's push this like here. Let me know if you guys are working on like your own save files, by the way. Or like what, did I say this already? Let me know what you're doing while you watch this in the comments. I do love hearing about everything that everyone, I do love hearing about what everyone does while they're watching, and also like tell me about your day because as I said, I was at work today and I hated it. I didn't have a good day at work, but it's okay. I'm not like in a bad mood. It was just, work is going to be work, and what work is going to be is miserable most of the time. Like, oh wow, there's like a lot of lights in here because of me duplicating everything. That's quite annoying. I do like the white light shine. I just don't like it without me doing it specifically. So we're going back to looking super dark. I am doing these doors, but I'm not certain on like whether I want to do that. I also do need to change, I think the, like I think I want to do a different exterior thing. Like the ones that go down like this, but probably not that one though. And that's like modern, that's really modern, so we don't want to do that. And that's like, also not what I'm thinking. I like the plaster wall. Sorry, that was really random of me to say. That came out of nowhere. Oh, but this is what I was looking at earlier in that one, like, room. Like, this is giving, like, it gives, like, 90s. It really does. I think if this was, like, a wallpaper at the bottom, I might use it, but I think we might do that because we don't want to go too crazy on making it look 90s. Because we aren't really, this is not set in the 90s. So, it wouldn't make sense. Is this the one I want to do? No. No, it's not what we want to do. Okay, maybe we do this in here. There's like one very specific one that I liked. Where is it? I might just see what this looks like. I've never used this one, I don't think. Because I think I would normally use like the base game one. I'm so lost because I'm thinking of one thing in particular, but I can't find it. Is it this? It might be this that I'm thinking of. Yeah, I think it's this one. Okay. And then when it comes to the roof, I had this one set up. I guess I'll do... Ooh, hello. Let me get rid of these doors though. Yeah, there's a lot of them there. I worry a little bit that the parking lot could be a bit big. But I don't know, I think it might be okay. I also don't know what to put here. I forgot to get a drink before I started this. I hope you didn't forget to get a drink because there's been like, I think an hour and a half maybe a little bit less. I'm also getting tired. Like, forgot to get a drink and I'm tired, so that's not great. Let me see. Let me see. What was I thinking about? Podiums. A podium. I think the picture I had is literally just like a wall. Did I save it? I'm sorry, I know the screen isn't doing anything right now. Just give me 1 second. It's not in this folder. What folder did I have it in? It's in this folder somewhere. It's gotta hunt it down. Sometimes I'll like save photos to my computer instead of on Pinterest, and then I have to face the consequences of that, which is me like trying to find where I put the photo. And I don't know where I put this photo that I'm thinking of. Like my one my one reference for the exterior of this build, and I don't know where it is, so don't be like me. Always save it to Pinterest, don't save it to your computer. Apparently people have been like having issues with Pinterest lately. They're like, apparently it's got like a new AI program that's like deleting people's accounts. And I was like, I was so confused when I heard about that. I was like, what the hell? What do you mean? What do you mean? Um, I haven't had my account deleted, but if they delete my account, I'm gonna freak out. Like I'm actually gonna have the world's biggest freak out, and I'm gonna email them because I've had this account since I was 14 years old. This is like an almost 10-year-old Pinterest account. You can't take this away from me. I have so much on here. I have so, like genuinely so much saved on this account. Anyway, I can't find a podium, so I don't know what to do. We'll do wood, I guess. Like, that's the only thing I can think to do here. That would maybe make sense. That looks absolutely horrible. I don't know. I don't know what to do about that, so I guess we'll just leave it. I guess we will do this instead. Yeah, do this. That works. And I need to do like the entrance in the picture. I remember is like there and not here, but I feel like I should do it there instead. Also, what? Why is this not lined up? Like, should this not? Why? Hold on, sorry. My mouse is doing something right now. That was really weird. Should that not be like that? Or like, should this not be like this? Like, does that... I don't know what it like. I need to find my picture because this isn't making sense. Also, my mouse is... I think the battery is dying. Oh god. Now you gotta pick a door. Should we do like a sliding door? I mean, I think that looks horrible, but we might just do that for now. And because I would rather figure out the parking lot situation before I do anything else. And you know, I really enjoy the favorites feature in this game. I just can't stand that it never works. Like, I'll favorite a bunch of stuff and then eventually it will decide to like delete everything I favorited. And I don't understand why that's always happening to me. Like, I'm literally like on The Sims' bad side. Okay. I have saved some of it though. Just not... Oh god. Oh god. Where is all my stuff? Saved some of it, yeah, but not hardly anything. Hardly any of the stuff that I would favorite is here. And that's like genuinely so annoying to me. Like, where is my stuff? Please. It has my car park spaces though. At the very least, okay. How should I do this? Because I want them... Maybe I need to like... like that. Actually, does that even work? Because it's kind of like slightly overlapped. Like, is that normal? Like, is that like... Oh, like, is this how it's supposed to look? Like, would there be a gap there? I'm not sure. Like, what would this look like? Actually, I guess it would instead of it being like this, it would be more like they'd have like a parking space in the middle, but I prefer to have them lined up on the like they would instead do like something in the center here. Like that. Like that makes more sense. But I would rather have it like lined up on the side, and because this is so empty here. I'm not really sure what to put there. Should we do something like this or maybe we just like I don't know. I am very uncertain. I do have this though. This is cute. Yay. So we can really like make it recreate Life is Strange in this game with all my like Life is Strange custom content that I have in my game. Okay, the way I literally stopped doing the interior so I could figure out the exterior, and now I don't know how to lay out the parking lot. I think it makes sense to have it in the center. Like, this is I'm looking at a picture right now, and it looks like this. However, I think I'd rather have it like lined up along the building because it just looks better that way, I think. Like, in my personal opinion. And then we can just do it on the one side instead of both sides. Like, we just won't do it on the other side. And that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna do it like that. Well, which side to do it on? That's the question. Does it make more sense to do it here? Wish I could find that picture, honestly. That would help me out a lot. The good news is I think I can move this back again. Yeah. Okay. Maybe we'll... Or we could do, right? This. I may have solved our problems, guys. Except, no, that looks weird. Never mind. Does that look weird? I guess if I don't put it there, like right up against it, and instead I put it like in the middle, then it's probably like fine. But then it doesn't look lined up with the... I don't know. You guys are gonna have to give me feedback on if this looks weird. Like, I think like this, it's okay. But like this here might be a little bit off because it's kind of obstructing the view. But it also might be fine. Like, I think it doesn't look good if it's like super empty, you know? I also want to use this as like panel here maybe. I don't know. I don't know. We might just put that stuff there. And let's do my favorite thing, which is go through the debug catalog in search of all the things that the game decides it doesn't want to keep in my favorites. The most annoying thing that this game does is delete my favorites. Because going through the debug catalog it takes time off of my lifespan. It's so frustrating. Okay. That is very cute. Because I don't know the name of like the parking stops. Actually, I might have some custom content ones. I might not need to go through the catalog. Although I do kind of want the fences, and the game has removed them from my favorite. So I'm just gonna favorite these. Where's like the singular one? That one. Yeah. Okay. I just need to remember who did the parking stuff. I'll look up parking, see if I can find it. I'm actually seeing some really cute motels on Google Images right now because in between doing this, I'm going back and forth. I'm so sorry. I just found one that is giving like Pacific Northwest, and I think I kind of want to match the colors of it instead of doing what I'm doing right now. But I'm also not sure. Because this other one I'm looking at isn't giving it, but it's still obviously in Oregon. And if I'm saying that incorrectly, by the way, I don't care. I probably am. It's probably pronounced like, you know. But don't correct me if it's just my accent, because who cares if it's just my accent? Like the way that Americans say Australia really bothers me, but I don't say anything about it because I know it's just their accent, but it does really bother it really does bother me. I'm like, that's not how you say it, babes. That's not how you say it. Because they'll say like Australia, and I'm like, stop it. Stop, don't do that. You're hurting all of us when you do it like that. Like, no, stop. Okay. We will see if I decide to change the look of the outside. I don't know right now, but let's look at parking stops. If you can hear me sniffling as well, I'm so sorry. My nose has suddenly gotten a bit uncomfortable. Okay, got like this one by, then I've got Ravishings. I also had this. Oh, a parking meter as well. Well, that's for cities. I don't need that. Oh, and what is this? Traffic lights? Oh, that's another parking meter. Okay. I was gonna say those are really, really small traffic lights. I also have this. I think these are so cute. They're like little road arrows that you can put down. So like, drive this way, please. I've never seen this before. Like fire lane? Like what? I guess like slow makes sense. And so does reserved. Should we do this? Should we do this here? Is it too small if I do it like that? I don't know. I'm gonna have to like go into a parking lot tomorrow and look at the road, but I recommend this CC. I'm probably not gonna keep that there, but I just want to look at it, so I guess I'll do this one. Just make it smaller so it fits in the slots. I'll fix these in a sec, don't worry guys, don't worry about it. Just want to make sure I have enough. I think I'm missing one actually. There we go. Okay. I have also like tool modded a lot of the like community strip area of Willow Creek. And I intend on showing that to all of you when I finish that. So expect like a video for that in hopefully the next few weeks, because that's not true actually. I was gonna say something, but I'm about to lie. I have like the diner pretty much done. It probably will need a little bit of an update because it's been a few weeks since I last did it, and I might want to like add a few things. But I just have to do like the local sports bar, and I shared pictures of this on my Tumblr. But like the local sports bar and like a shopping center down there, and then I will do like a video touring it so you can all see kind of like what you're in for with the save file, because I know a lot of people are making like small town or just like suburban town save files that are very American right now, and I guess it would be like important to show like how mine differentiates from everyone else's. Because I think everyone who's making one, honestly, like all our save files are like so different. Like we all have very different build styles. And I think that's very fun, just seeing like how different everyone is when they build and decorate. Please let me delete this. Uh-oh. Move this out the way. I think it's placed in a really weird way. Hold on. Okay. Right. I will figure out a way to delete that, but if I can't, I'll cover it with a car. See, I think this is so strange the way that this is like... Maybe I should just get rid of like the second one and like move it over. Maybe we just won't have that there. Is that even weirder? I don't know. Okay. I don't know. I don't spend any amount of time looking at parking lots, to be honest. I have occasionally like walked down the street and stared at someone's house and thought, wow, that's a really nice house. I wish I could take pictures of it and like put it in my game. But I'm not in the habit of like the other side of that, which is looking at parking lots. And sometimes I do really want to like take pictures of people's houses, but I just feel too weird about it. I know it's kind of silly. I don't need to have that shame. Also, I have a bad habit of sizing cars down, but I always make them too small, so I'm going to do like a little bit. It's because I need them to fit in my parking spaces, and I have to size the parking spaces down so much that a lot of the time they just don't fit. Anyway, I do want to take photos of people's houses, but it would be weird for me to do that, and it would be even weirder if I were to ask. I've never gone up to some random person's house and knocked on their door before in my entire life. Do you know how scary that would be? Have any of you done that? Like, have any of you, like, knocked on a random person's door to, like, ask them for something, like a neighbor? Like, I know some people are really close with their neighbors, and they'll, like, go over there and, like, ask for, like, a jar of, like, a spoonful of sugar or something. I don't know. I have never done that. I feel like I'd get, like, you know, someone would attack me if I did it. In fact, some of you are going to hate me for this. Some of you are going to hate me for this, okay? And you can if you want to. But this is who I am, alright? I get the bus a lot. So you can imagine, like, being a woman, okay? Being a woman and, like, being out in public, unfortunately, a lot of the time, people approach you for things. I don't know, like, I don't know why. First of all, 9 times out of 10, I have my headphones in. A, because I'm autistic and, like, I need something to focus on to, like, help me not freak out about about the fact that I'm out in public. So I'll have, like, my headphones in, and it helps me focus on what I'm doing. So, like, I don't know why people are approaching me for that reason. Secondly, I have RBF. I look like a fucking bitch. I don't know why anyone's approaching me. But for some reason... Sorry, I'm making all these cars white, but don't worry about that. I will change the color. But for some reason... Ew, I hate the colors on this. What the hell? Who did that? The white... This one's fine, but, like... Ooh, that's nice. I'm so sorry, I'm getting distracted. For some reason, I'm always getting approached by people, so... I can name maybe like 5 people who've approached me, like just at the train station. Like once it was this man who like came up to me, and there was a lot of other people around that he could have approached, like many people. There were men there were other women, but he approached me alone at the train station, you know, by myself, and asked me if he could use my phone. And obviously I said no, because no, you cannot use my phone, excuse me. Like, I don't know you, and it's weird that you're approaching me out of everyone else that's here. And, like, Granted, he did it in front of a bunch of people, so like the chances of him stealing my phone were pretty slim, but like I'm still not doing that. And I texted my friend afterwards and I was like, should I have let him use my phone? And she was like, no, don't do that. Like, that was weird. Why did he do that? And then other times it's just people like asking for like help with figuring out when their bus comes, and most of the time I don't mind, but sometimes I don't want to talk to people. And while I don't like I don't like the social division and the whole like you don't have to talk to anyone if you don't want to talk to them kind of thing. I think it can be a little bit mean. However, I do stand by that if you don't want to talk to someone in public, someone approaches you and starts talking to you and you don't want to talk to them, it should be socially acceptable for you to straight up say, I don't want to talk to you, so please don't talk to me. It should be okay to say that. Like, yes, we do owe each other things as human beings. We owe each other politeness and kindness, like basic human kindness. But, you know, some of that politeness is them recognizing that you don't want to talk to them when you say you don't want to talk and leaving it at that. So anyway, this whole long-winded tangent basically is an old man came up to me to ask me a question, and I said, I'm sorry, I don't want to talk right now. And that was that. Like, I didn't want to say all that and then have everyone think that I'm some like unapproachable mean bitch who tells old men to fuck off when she doesn't want to talk to them. But like, I don't know. I wasn't in the mood for it today. Like they caught me at a moment where I was like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. And you know, you can usually sense when they're going to talk to you, like just anyone in general. And I didn't feel like talking. So that's what's going to happen. You're going to get told, I'm sorry, I don't want to talk. And he was fine with it. They didn't say anything to me after that. It was fine. I was just a bit, it was also a bit annoying, I think. Sometimes it is a bit annoying, you know? I understand sometimes people don't have phones or like don't know how to like see the timetable on their phone. But I do get a bit irritated sometimes because I'm just like, why do you not know when your bus is coming? So like, I feel like you should have that figured out, you know? Like again, I know that not everyone knows how to use that on their phone, especially like elderly people. And they also don't always like have a phone, and that's fine. But it's also fine for me to say no, I don't want to talk to you. Leave me alone. I didn't say that, but yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of like the people who love old people, and those people will know who they are. Love you guys because you have patience that I don't have. Will probably be like, oh my god, I can't believe you didn't help that old man. Guys, he had someone with him. He had someone with him who was going to help him. If he was alone and he needed help, I would have helped. But he had a woman with him who was helping him and he still tried to talk to me and I was just like, I don't want to talk. Anyway, yeah. So, I want to put a bin out here. So let's do this. I think this looks okay. You know, I think the middle thing here is starting to grow on me. I don't know if the weird gap here is just a bit odd. So I will need some feedback on that, I think. And then for like, we'll do like plastic chairs outside. I'm sorry, I'm a very slow builder. So if you're occasionally checking in to see what progress I've made, there's not going to be a lot. It does just take me, why did it sink in like that? It does just take me a long time to do everything. I also want to do air conditioning, and it'll be functional because Around the Sims 4 has like functional air conditioning fans. These things. Actually, is this the one I'm looking for? Because I might have to do one that's not functional. I'm going to take back what I just said. This thing. I think I saw one that was like in the wall. It didn't actually need to be in the window. I'm turning the music down because I don't like it. Yeah, is anyone else like an unapproachable bitch? Because I feel like, I don't know, I feel so guilty about it sometimes, like not wanting to talk to strangers. Like again, with what I said about like I do think that we owe each other things, like we owe each other kindness and consideration, and that we should help each other out where we can. But also, I don't like feeling like a bad person because I say no to people. And I think, you know, a lot of people who feel that way, like similarly, who like are kind of in the people pleasers realm, dare I say it, people who are people pleasers, kind of tend to perpetuate that as well. Like, I wouldn't traditionally feel bad for saying no about that kind of thing, but I think that the general attitude and like consensus around saying no to people because of how many people are people pleasers, like it stems from that. Sorry, I'm not making much sense, but I think some of you will get what I mean when I say that. That it like, I think that it's... What the hell is happening here? Hello? What the hell? Sorry, I'm so confused. What is going on with this? I don't like that it's kind of like faded on the outside, but I don't know how to fix that at all. Anyway, yeah, I think that it's perpetuated, basically. That's what I'm trying to say by that. Like the belief, like my partner is a very big people pleaser, and we don't like talk about it. So he might hear me say that if he watches this and go, "What are you talking about?" I think of like, do I say that to his face? I don't know. What are these called? Is this not like an air conditioning unit? Like, I have multiple of these in the game, but are they not called that? Girl, I don't know. Yeah. So he's a big people pleaser, and I think that because he would be appalled, he would be appalled at the thought of not helping someone or like talking to someone who spoke to him. I think it does shock him a little bit when he sees me like straight up not letting people like I'm very confrontational, and I'll give you like an example of this in a moment. Let me just figure out this situation first and then we'll get back to that, because this is gonna pull me away from what I'm trying to do if I don't figure it out. I forget what they're called because I know I have a few of them in the game, and there's like base game ones as well. I'm gonna try searching air and see if it's just not coming up, because I don't know what the issue is and I'm really confused. Oh, here we go. See, like it just doesn't want to show up. There we go. That's exactly what I need. Okay, so I'm very confrontational. And I match people's attitude. Okay, you can call me a bitch if you want to. I'm okay with that. But I match people's attitude and their like manner of speaking to me, and a lot of the time people don't like that. I think that... Have I spoken about this in a video before? There is a good chance that I've spoken about this in a video before. I'm so sorry. I'm about to like repeat something I've previously said, but I'm gonna say it anyway, just in case I'm thinking of a video I recorded and then deleted. Anyway, I match people's energy. I match their attitude. I think that we tend to like, as young people, there is like a lot of older people, doesn't really matter how much older, probably I'd say like people 40 plus, tend to expect us to have respect for them when they do not extend that any respect to us, like as younger people. So there's like a consensus that we must first put them first, and that they do not owe us any kind of respect, and that they can speak to us however they like. And I find this happens to me quite a lot. You know, old people will say things to me when I'm standing right there and I can hear them. And, you know, I'm not going to come out here and say that, like, young people don't do this as well, because, my God, they absolutely do. Teenagers are horrible with the things that they say in front of people. Like, they're bullies. Like, plenty of people, doesn't matter your age, can be like that. But in my personal experience, I find that a lot of the time, older people do not expect you to confront them when they say things to you that aren't okay. So one time, and again, some of you might be appalled at my behavior, because again, I'm very, very confrontational, and if I think someone's being rude to me, I'm going to tell them that they're being rude. Once I was out with my partner and we were at like a place called Cheapest Chips in Australia. It's basically like, I guess, American dollar store. So it's a place that you go to get things for very cheap. We bought like one thing, and he's not used to Australia, so he didn't realize we were entering the checkout line. So I went into the checkout line with our item, and he had come around from putting the basket away. So he'd gone out of the line, but I was still in line, and a lady had come in behind us. And as he was coming back, he was like calling out to me, and I thought he was calling out to me to like help because the lady was in his way, so he couldn't get to me. And so I basically said to him, I said to the lady, "Oh, sorry, like, can you, my partner's just trying to come through." And she like went to move in front of me, and I went, "Oh no, sorry, he's just trying to come through," because like I only have one item and she had a trolley and stuff in it, and I was like, I have one thing. I don't really want to like let you go in front when it's going to take us 2 seconds to get through. Like, can you just let him pass through? And I don't remember what she said, but she said something pretty rude, like under her breath, something along the lines of like, "Other people have to shop too, or something like that. And it, like, it wasn't a big deal, but it was a rude enough comment that I felt very uncomfortable standing in the line. So before we left, I did turn around to her and I did say to her that she should be more polite to people and that it would do her some good. Because, and I did want to be like ruder, but I was like, I can't like tell someone to be polite when I myself am being rude to them. So I was very conscious and aware of my words and not like, I was, because as I said, my partner, like, and I are very different. I'm very confrontational and he's very people pleasing. And I think that's really good for me, honestly, because I am very confrontational. I think that sometimes, like, I can get too in my head about things and think that people are being a lot ruder to me than they actually are and assume things about people. But I also think it's good for him because, as I said, he's very, very people pleasing. So he lets people get away with being rude to him very blatantly, whether that's like, in public or wherever else. So I think we have a good balance of like, he teaches me to be a little bit more aware of my words, a little bit kinder, and I teach him to tell people to fuck off. Yeah, so I don't know. Let me like, would you guys do that? Like, if someone was rude to you in public, would you straight up tell them that was not very nice of you to say and you should really think about the things you say to people? Because I think some people need to hear it, honestly. I think some people genuinely need to be like humbled. And I see a lot of hate towards Chapel Roan. And if you're a lesbian, you probably know what I'm about to say, guys. You know what I'm about to say. Like, so much hate extended towards her simply because she communicates when people are being rude and tells them like exactly what she thinks. And I think we have a very similar temperament, me and her, because I'm also incredibly confrontational. Like, she's not afraid to speak her mind, and I'm the exact same. I'm very confrontational. As I said, I will say whatever the hell, and straight up tell people when I think they're being rude. And it's made me realize if I was a celebrity, people would hate me. Like, I was already afraid to like, I'm trying to figure out this rug situation, by the way. I was already afraid to start a YouTube channel because I thought that people wouldn't like me because of my attitude. Not that like I think I'm a rude person. I do think I'm generally like very nice to people and very accommodating, but that if someone gives me attitude, I'm gonna give it back. And I was scared that like that would upset people or like if I'm put in a position where like, I don't know, if my channel got really big and I was sort of quote unquote in a position of power, I don't want to like accidentally put someone on the spot. You know how sometimes YouTubers will like call someone out and then everyone goes and dogpiles that person? I don't want to put anyone in that situation. And I got worried that if I did start a YouTube channel, if I miraculously ever did get like a large viewership, that I would accidentally do that to someone like unintentionally by calling them out for like being a dick to me. Yeah. And I don't know. I was just having random paranoia about just people being bothered by my personality because I think I may not exactly be the kind of person that people find savory. Like, I'm not the savory type, like as I said, and have said a million times. I do think I'm a little bit more on the like if you're rude to me, I'm gonna be rude back vibe, or like I'm at the very least going to tell you that I don't think what you said was okay, and I don't think people appreciate that online. I think it's much, especially not in the Sims community. I think that people have very like positive, like upbeat, fun kind of I don't like want to say the wrong word, so I'm trying to think exactly about like what I'm trying to say, but like very, I guess, accommodating personalities. Like they're very gentle with their words and very like nobody's ever like snappy or harsh. And while I wouldn't say that I am snappy or harsh, I would say again that I think I'm a bit blunt. And I don't think people should ever excuse like meanness with bluntness. Like don't like say that you're a blunt person if you what you mean really is that you're a mean person. You don't need to say horrible things to people. Like you can be polite and be straightforward. But yeah, I guess that's more what I'm saying. I think I'm very straightforward, and I think that a lot of the time the people I see on like the YouTube community for Sims, they water things down a lot and like aren't as straightforward and are a bit like very accommodating to a certain like younger audience, and I don't think that I'm that kind of person at all, and I also think that might scare people away from my content or just like my personality in general. And that's like what I would say to my partner. For a long time when it came to like whether I would start a YouTube channel, I basically like said to him so many times like I'm not going to do it because I think everyone would hate me. Like I don't think I'm the kind of person that people would enjoy watching simply because I don't have the kind of personality that is like made for it, you know. And I do still kind of like stand by that. I still don't really think I have the personality for it, but whatever. We do it anyway. I do still love to be helpful, and you know that's why I do where can I finds on Tumblr, because I love to help out even though they take a lot of work. Like an unnecessary amount of work to do a where can I find, can I be completely honest with you. I'm like hunting stuff down from like 2009 and The Sims 4 did not come out in 2009. Okay. What are we doing? Also, I don't even know if you guys can hear the music. I think it's a bit low at the moment. I'm a bit worried about that. Okay, so I think we kind of have it mapped out. I'm a bit weirded out by how tall this is. I might have to make this smaller and put like plants inside of it. Hold on, I've got an idea. Let's do this smaller. Like this. Oops. Not that small, but like... Okay. Like that, maybe? And then we can raise it. And maybe put like plants in there? I don't know. I do think this is too wide, but I still can't find my reference image. So, I don't know. We should figure this out, but I don't want to do this, like, at all. Can I be honest? I really don't want to do it. I might pause really quickly so I can kind of figure out what's happening with my reference picture, and then I will be right back. Okay, I've decided to change this. Okay, not too much. I found a picture, actually, of something different, and I want to try and see if I can do it, because I think this will fix my problem with this room, and it'll also, I think, just make this look so much better than what it is right now, and also help like take up some of the space. I'm gonna try and do it really quickly so that it doesn't feel like we wasted all this time staring at this. It's gonna give us more rooms too, but basically we're gonna move like the check-in area to over here, and do that. And we're gonna put just rid of this basically. this here. But then again, I'm also really uncertain on it. So here we go. Here we go with my my problem, which is my perpetual like uncertainty, because I couldn't find my reference photo. Like I don't know where it is. So, oh wait, never mind. I just found it. Stop. I'm literally. This is ridiculous. I don't know, guys. Maybe not. I might backtrack and not do the thing that I said I was gonna do. I might just change it a little bit, actually. Maybe we'll change it just like a slight, just a little teeny tiny bit. Okay, hold on. Because it has this one thing that I really like, which will fix the problem with the room situation over here. But we do need to like, because I don't want to have this like massive space here. So I might just have to like go against what some of the image is telling me to do and like do this here. And it's like this will be our check-in area. And then we'll delete this room. Oops. Because I don't think actually any motel can make these corner rooms work. Can I be honest? Because girl, it is not working. It is not working for me at all. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this like an open hallway with like a tiny laundry room instead of a big one. So like, this is gonna be like this instead. And the laundry room is gonna be like that. So it'll be like this. I know it looks weird, but trust me, it's based off of a picture, so like it has like validity to it. Maybe we'll do like halfway. Like it makes sense. Trust me. Have faith. I might actually to make it. Hold on. Wait. We will move this forward by. I think we have to move it forward by 2 actually. Okay, we need to make a few slight changes, but bear with me, guys. This is what happens when you're. Yeah. This is what happens. Okay. Put this here. Move this back. This here. I love that we can do this, by the way. This is one thing that I do not miss about Sims 3 was that if you did something, you had to commit to it, girl. Like, that was it. There was no going back if it was Sims 3. Okay, might just make this a bit smaller. There we go. Oh, this is like a tiny laundry room now, though. But the problem I have, right, is I guess I can do it like that, and then we'll just have like one awkwardly shaped room. I don't know. Whoops. This one's not gonna have a window. Hello? I mean, so this little square I have here, I was gonna do as like a little laundry space, but don't know. I think this will be the double room. I'll like redo it. It's just gonna have a different like window situation to the other rooms, I think. But we'll do this as like the double bedroom. That's what I mean when I say the double room. Girl, what happened to your bathroom though? Hello? Do this. That. Why did none of these have a bathroom? Did I delete the bathrooms? I'm so lost. I'm so lost on that. Okay, so what I was thinking was to make this actually like look good, we'll do like this will have to be double the length. That way it's actually like walkable. Anyway, this will be like the laundry room, but it's kind of small now, so we might have to make it like 3 instead, but I don't really want to do it as 3 because it's kind of ooh, you know? Kind of an awkward shape. This is gonna like mess up literally everything I did here, but it's fine. It's okay. We just have to like deal with it. It's fine. I don't even care. Like that's literally in like, oh my god, wait, why are you floating? Hello? I still can't get rid of this, by the way. Like I don't, it's like stuck here, I think, because of there's something there that's got it stuck, and that's really annoying because now my car is gonna like, I mean, I guess it covers it, actually, so that's like fine. Anyway, see, now it looks slightly better because it is walkable. Like it makes sense. But it's still too skinny, so we want like a functioning laundry room, and I fear if it's that small, it's not going to be functioning. But I don't want to make it 3. Like, does it look okay? Like that? No, it looks weird. Looks really weird if I do it as 3. We'll have to leave this 2. Maybe we have a tiny laundry room. I don't know. Maybe that's the way it's meant to be. I could just like, make it a maintenance, like appliance room, and then we do the laundry room in here somewhere still. But like the whole thing was that it was gonna be, you know, it's gonna be something else. Yeah. So, I don't know. We'll see what I end up doing. We could probably, I feel like I could make it work as a laundry room. I just don't want to do it because I wanted it to be bigger. Because like if there's one washing machine, one dryer, and this whole motel, how sad will that be? Also, nobody's backing out here. Like, good luck getting out this parking lot if you park here. You're stuck forever. Maybe that's part of the shadiness, is you can't get out the parking lot. Like this car can't get out if I put this here. Have fun getting out, buddy. So why is this so like far away from the edge of the lot? I think I need to like push it back in a bit. Like here. Oh, then I have all this space at the back. Maybe just like here then? Yeah. I think it's gonna delete my car. Oh, it didn't. Okay, nice. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Might get rid of this and put this sign here instead. I don't know. I want to use that sign, but don't know. Should we do trees? Like, I'm gonna do a bunch of trees like in the back all around. I guess I could toolmod them now, but you're not supposed to toolmod unless you're in in live mode. Oh, this is a nice tree though. I could still do it though. Like, to like kind of show you guys what it'll look like and also like how to toolmod. I use like these trees a lot. I also use some custom content trees. Also because I do just want to see what it looks like with the trees. Sometimes, when I build something and I can't see what it looks like with trees around, like, I hate the build, but then I'll like toolmod some trees in just to like get the vibe, and then I'm like, right, yeah, this is what it's all about. Like, it really helps me figure out what's going on. So I usually start out, here's my little tutorial. I usually start out by just putting a bunch of trees down. And again, you should do this in live mode. I don't know why you're supposed to do it in live mode, but that's just like what everyone says. I think it's maybe because it can cause issues if it's not in live mode, but anytime I have issues with my toolmod stuff, I just move it to a new save file and toolmod all over again. That's what I did last time when I had problems. So Shift T to open the panel like this, and then I will place wherever I want, and then I think it's Shift Alt to copy. Yeah. So then you just copy like this around, and you can do multiple at a time, but I'm doing it like this because I want to make sure that it's in places I like. See, that's floating. Why? I will fix that someday, not today. Some places you'll notice I can't click because that's where items are placed in the actual game. That's just like a problem with the whole process. Oops. I do need like some lush trees, or like maybe just make it look more dense. I just don't want it to feel like it's kind of caving in, you know, like it's like kind of, because you need to use some like sparse, sorry, these trees are really sparse. You need to use some like fuller trees, I think. Yeah, see what I mean? Like over here it feels like really clustered. So I'll just like delete maybe these two that I placed because I don't really like them. Maybe like if I can size these up. How big? That's a bit big. I mean, like it typically looks a lot better once it's like, oh, that's a big tree. Okay, maybe not that big. Like it typically looks better when it's a bit more is happening. It doesn't look as like, you know, because you can see in the background, so it makes it look a little weird. Whereas if it's fuller, it's not gonna look so. What is this music? Like, I'm so sorry to whoever made this. It's too like, I don't know. There's something happening with it. Anyway. I guess we could do like, but I feel like it's too small. Like I need like a good medium size. Sorry, I just hit my mic. I need something a little bit more like, I like this, but then when it's, I don't know. Girl, I don't know. I don't know. We'll try it and see if I like it. I just think it's too little. Like, yeah, it is just way too little compared to the other trees. Okay, let me think about this. Let me think. If I use a bigger tree, like this, I'll have to size it down. And I'll have to spread these trees I've already placed out. So usually I think it is a better idea to put your big trees in first. And then do the other ones. And like, yeah, I guess traditionally, if it's like mountain range and forest, you're not going to put these ones in. But I don't know. I end up feeling like my trees look too like, I guess too like sparse when I like have it like that, you know, like they just because if I fill it in it won't look like that, but I don't know, because the way I'm looking at it now I'm like like I hate it, like why does it feel like this? I might try putting these trees in and see if this like adds a bit more density to it. Because this should, whoops, this should be like a very dense forest, right? These ones are a little bit small too, aren't they? We don't want like kiss the lot too much either. If I put it like down here, it'll help with like, oh my god, please let me put it here. Please, I'm begging you. What is here? Rock? There must be rock there. Okay, that did help a little bit. Just like with thickening it. I do think it looks really good on this side, but like back here, there's just too much happening in like the empty background. But I hope that gives you a little bit of an idea of like what this should look like. I suppose I could still do like some tree, like a tree situation here. Like this, I hate that Willow Creek has these features with like these random things. And I wish there was a way for me to cover it. If I figure out a way to cover that, I'm gonna do it. Like, you know I'm gonna do it, but right now I don't know. I might do, instead of like this being tile, I think we'll do like a spray paint. That way I can put dirt in and have it blend. Also, actually, something I realized today, for my American viewers, I'm so sorry that, first of all, that so many of you who aren't American might feel a little excluded because this is an American save file, and I also have a lot of questions for American viewers. Do you guys have open garages? Like, when I say like open garages, I mean, okay, wait, this might be a bit loud. I might do this and then ask. Is that really loud? I don't, it's really loud for me. That might be really loud for you guys. Whoa. Let me turn it down a little. Hello? Why is it so loud? Anyway. Do you have open garages? Like in Australia we have like some of our garages, instead of like being closed, like they open into the backyard so you can like drive into your backyard. Do you have that in the US? Like is that like a thing over there? I don't even know if that's a thing in the UK. So like that's a good question for anyone really. Do any of you have open garages, or is that like an only Australian thing? I've never like thought to ask, but I was like looking at a bunch of houses on my way to work today, like just looking at people's houses as the bus was going by, because I catch the bus, and I realized that we have that, but I'd never seen an American house like anywhere online that like has that. And I don't think that they do that in the UK like at all, because a lot of British houses don't have garages. I guess unless they have a bit more money. And that's what my partner tells me. That's what he says. He says not everyone can afford a garage. And I say, well, it's very common in Australia, so why does it say it can only edit exposed terrain? What are you talking about? Oh my god. What the hell? That is so weird. I get that issue sometimes. I don't know what that's about, guys. That scares me. Yeah. So, let me know if that's a thing over there, because I generally don't know. I'm having a little problem. So, I may have to, once again, really quickly, like, go to my desktop, or like open the main menu really quick. So I'm gonna pause again, but it'll be literally nothing for you guys, the same as it's been nothing for the past like 2 times I've done it. Okay, that was weird. I don't know what that was about. But I fixed it, so it's okay. And I think that did I say that I wanted to do this for like 3 hours? I don't know if we're gonna hit the 3-hour mark, guys, because it's actually 1:30 in the morning and I need to go to bed soon. So I'm gonna try and push for a little bit longer so that this can be a longer long play for all of you. But also don't hold it against me if I go to bed soon, because it's getting late. I'm getting tired. I do want to like get one of the rooms looking kind of cluttered though. That way it doesn't feel like I just did nothing. But we have made progress, so we should feel good about ourselves. I hope you guys, if you're building, that you have also made a decent amount of progress in your game. If you haven't, that's okay. I get it. My last build that I posted on YouTube, my last speed build, took me 12 hours to do. And it was very, very slow progress. So you don't need to feel bad if it takes you a long time to build. I feel like incredibly envious of people who build quickly. I don't know how you do it. It just takes me so long to decide. So don't mind me skipping through the music. I'm trying to find it when it feels more chill. I need to like find a good music source that isn't going to cost me money or and also isn't going to copyright strike me. So if anyone knows of any like free music sources that's like good, like chill and not super like, I don't know, like musically obstructive, like loud and crazy, then let me know because I would like to use it for my videos, please. Okay, I wanted to do like a little garden thing here because that's what the original picture has. Actually, let me show you guys that picture really quickly when I find it. This is what I am. So if you're not currently looking and you want to see, come back really quickly. I'm going to put it up on the screen. There we go. This is what we're building based off of. So we're going to do like this little garden feature that's on it. I don't think you can see my mouse as I'm moving it, but if you can, there's going to be this basically. Yeah, I don't think we're going to do the brick. And we might make it, try and make it look more in like the traditional, like what you would see in a movie Pacific Northwest like coloring, like with the wood paneling and everything, and the green feels very correct. But yeah, I'm gonna do like the little garden thing. If I'm not wrong, we do have like a, I mean, the grass doesn't make sense, but I just wanted to look at that. We do have a like ooh, I like that. Ooh, I'm gonna do that. That's unrelated to what I'm trying to say there. I'm gonna do dirt when I find it. Where is the dirt? Okay. There we go. What the hell? What are you doing here? By the way, I get the bus home from work a lot, like late at night. Does anyone else have like the constant fear that someone's gonna come up behind them and like hit them in the head with a shovel? I literally, when I was walking home earlier, because as I said, I worked today, there was a man like out on the street with a shovel, and I was so, bro, I was like, what the hell is he doing with that shovel? But he was just putting it in his car. Like I think he had like music playing and his car was parked and he was like putting a bunch of work stuff in there with the shovel, I guess. But I was so scared. Like I was like, this poor man. I'm sure he was just going about his business, but like don't, like the middle of the night, don't do that. Like I'm walking down the street and this man has a shovel and I'm thinking, am I gonna get murdered? But it's okay. But it was it was a bit, you know. But I think I'm just a bit of a, I'm just a bit paranoid about everything. To be like completely honest with you, not to like put a downer on everyone right now. Which I always get worried that if I talk about anything serious, everyone's gonna get mad at me and be like, why are you talking about this in a Sims video? You're supposed to be like entertaining and fun and like helping us chill out and relax, and you're talking about all these horrible things. But there is a very serious like situation happening in my country right now with a lot of women getting dying basically because of people doing things. I'm scared to like literally say the word because I don't know if YouTube will like flag me for it. So, but I think you guys can get the gist of what I'm saying. So I do have like reason to be very scared about walking home at night. But yeah, that guy, he was just putting a shovel in his car and that's okay. I don't know what he was doing with that shovel. you know? I mean, I'm assuming it's for work, obviously. I don't want to imply this poor man is doing things he shouldn't be with the shovel, but yeah. Okay, I don't really, like, how do I make this look good? I don't know, because the picture looks a little too put together for my liking, so I want to just throw random stuff in there, to be honest. I think it looks fine like that. I just don't think it looks pretty or, like, nice. It's just like, okay, it's like, okay, it's okay. It's fine like this, I guess. Let's do some lights on the outside. I think that would be good. Do I not have... Ooh, is that telephone box? Cute. I didn't know I had that in my game. I don't really want to... I use these lights for everything. They're the only ones that look good to me. I need some, like... Dare I say it, custom content, wall lights, like outdoor lights. Because the ones we have, they just don't cut it for me anymore. And since I only use these ones, I'm starting to feel like it's getting repetitive. Also, I know that these doors wouldn't have the iron bars on the inside. It's just that I like how they look on the outside, and I need to find a substitute for them. Because I use them a lot as well. But I think if I get to the point where I have to have custom content like lights, it's gone too far. So we might be hitting that point where I need to like chill out a little bit. I'm sorry if you can hear me sniffing. I'm hoping you can't, but I think that you can. I'm so sorry. What should I put here? I guess like if I the only way I can see this working is if I push this back a bit, and then it kind of gets really small if I do that. So I don't really know what this situation is, but I will figure that out, just not right now because I don't want to do it right now. The windows, I'm thinking for this, the only issue with having this many trees is it blocks like the natural light. So like from this side, we still get some, but it's like, you know, it's very with this so far forward. Like, see, like you can get it in like that when it's pushed back, but when you push it forward, it blocks all the light out, and that's very sad. So we won't have any natural light coming in here. I think that's why I didn't want to do it as 2 tiles in the first place, because it would do that. Anyway, back to what I was doing. The windows, we could put maybe one in the middle, because this is the double bedroom. And again, I wish I could do like singles, but we can't. Yeah. Yeah. Like that. And this one is a bit too wide, I think. But I guess they'll just have like the wider thing. I don't know. Although this does like beg the question of where will the table go now? I don't know. I'm gonna lead this because I don't want to do it. And that's my reasoning, is I don't want to do it. I know Around the Sims 4 has vending machines. Around the Sims 4 has a lot of custom content that I highly recommend. I said this earlier, I think. Did I say this earlier? I've been using Around the Sims 4 since I was like a kid. Like, they make content for like every Sims game. I think they only make it for Sims 3 and Sims 4 now, but I think they used to make content for Sims 2 as well. So like she's been making custom content for a really, really long time, and it's my absolute favorite. Like she just thinks of things that a lot of people overlook, like really small details, like literally like laundry detergent and peanut butter. And like, I don't know, just like everything you can see me going through right now, if you're looking, is like stuff you would find in your everyday life, and it's so important to your everyday life. But like not a lot of custom content creators like think of that. Like she even has like this hair care set with like hairbrushes and like stuff recreated like from real life that's very Maxis match, and also like has Simlish written on it a lot of the time. And if you're like me and you really prefer to have CC that's in Simlish and not in English, then like I highly recommend Around the Sims 4, especially for like a clean kind of like look. Like she has a very good like texture on everything. Anyway, we're gonna put some vending machines in here. I think not the fruit one. That doesn't make any sense. Snacks, yeah. It's like a black swatch. Why is it like so pushed out though? Hello? Is that because it's... Oh, okay. Yep. It's that one weird issue. Okay. I don't know why it's like so long. But we're gonna... We'll play test this. I'll play test it at some point. You probably won't be here. I'm sorry. I will not be recording the playtest of this. Because I very likely will be finishing this off camera. Should we do another one over here? Like that? Yeah, I think that works. I think this is coming together a lot better than I thought it would. I was like, I kind of hated it when I started it, but now I'm like, okay, you know what? Like this is vibes. Like this is totally vibes. Like this looks good. Should I do one of the rooms for the detective? I think I will. I think you guys will enjoy seeing like what I put together. So as I said about him, he is currently looking for his missing daughter. So we want to put like little pieces of information. Is the music too loud again? I don't know. We want to put little pieces of information about him in regards to that around his room. And I'm also thinking he's kind of a... You know, did I mention this to all of you? I might have said this already, but I am a creative writing student. Did I say this? I don't remember. I think I did. Anyway, I'm a creative writing student, right? And I did actually do a class on genre fiction. By the way, I've been writing since I was 11. I would say I'm a pretty experienced writer. Just to throw that little piece of information at you all, not to brag about it. Anyway, I'm a creative writing student at university, and I did a class on genre writing, and one of those genres was crime fiction, and we went over like the stereotypes for detectives, and I'm gonna stereotype this detective. We're gonna go with the like chaotic detective stereotype because it's fun. There's a reason that stereotypes exist, and the whole class kind of went over that about like how stereotypes can be fun to divert from, and they can be fun to recreate and kind of spin around, you know, like you can do a stereotype and decide to do something refreshing with it or look at it from a different angle. And I think that a lot of people like enjoy that, honestly. I think a lot of like audiences really enjoyed stereotyped like character archetypes in media. So we're gonna do the like as I said, the detective who's a bit chaotic and also maybe a little bit solemn, because one of my favorite fictional detectives is Skullduggery Pleasant from the book series Skullduggery Pleasant. And if you know what Skullduggery Pleasant is, come here. Come here right now. I love that book series, but I also like absolutely despise it for personal reasons. And if you also could guess what those personal reasons are, then, you know, then you get me. But anyway, the main character's best friend is a detective. His name is Skullduggery Pleasant, as I just said, literally, just now. And he's very much like the comedic, non-serious, but with a mysterious dark background detective stereotype. And that's like fun. But I wouldn't say this character is too much like that, but just like as an example, if you recognize what I'm talking about, that's what we would be going for in like slightly a little bit. So I'm gonna put this bear in because I like the idea that he like has a stuffed animal of his daughters that he's like holding on to in hopes that he can give it to her when he finds her. And it's like one of those, you know, it's like a dad thing. He's maybe like a single dad. Maybe his daughter went missing and his wife divorced him. I don't know. And now he's dedicated to finding his daughter again, whereas she's like given up hope. So we're going really like stereotypical here. Maybe we could be a little bit more original, I think. I will workshop this, okay? And then I will get back to you all on it. We could put like this, I guess. He's like hanging it off of the radiator. We like make it a bit smaller. But I think we'll put like lots of papers and stuff on the floor. And make that work. This is a really good thing. This is really helpful actually. I could put this in here. Should I do that? Might make some things like that. I'm gonna see what this looks like because I actually really like this. See, the issue with these things, like these wall decorations, is they obstruct the doors. That really bothers me, but I think it looks really nice at the same time, and I do want to do it. Okay. And then I'll just have to like tool mod this back in later. But this is going to bother me. Because this doesn't even sit in the single slot, so it just like sits awkwardly. Like I hate when it does that, but I can't like fix it. I also have to elevate this anyway because of the platform situation. Okay, let's do that. Back to cluttering. We need to put in an alarm clock and like papers on the floor. It's like these, because he's kind of crazy. We'll put in some like pens and stuff on the desk. No computer, I don't think. Should we put like a notebook? Yeah, maybe like coffee cup stains. Maybe he has like a little coffee addiction. It's like bowls. Like this. Yeah. I try to be as intentional as I can without like doing too much. I think when I first started this out, I was doing a little bit too much. And I want to maybe like tone it down a little, especially if I intend on releasing this. Oh, look at this. That's so cute. Coins. Someone once made like a tweet that was something like, "Oh my god, I'm so excited they're putting sidewalks in The Sims 4." And they said that's what Sims 4 players were like. And honestly, that's yeah. That's exactly what I'm like. Is this an stop? Because I'm not me literally making my point looking at this fucking drying rack going, wow, this is so cute. I'm gonna put this here because I love it. Let's put it like there for now. I'll figure out a place for it, but I love that. Okay, here's what I was looking for, like papers and stuff. Put lots of papers on the ground. Not those ones. This man is not drinking tea though. Should we make him a smoker? That box is way too big, but we could make him a smoker still. I don't know. Could he even eat frozen food? No, he couldn't because this is a motel. Don't be silly. And do like a pizza box. I have another one by SYB actually. I haven't used this one really at all yet. And like an open bag of chips. I don't know. Let's not be too much. What is this one? It's a coffee mug. Yeah, let's put that there. We still need an alarm clock, so I need to not forget about that. But knowing me, I might forget about it. I have like a mental list of like the essentials that have to go in like every room because it's what every person has in a room. So kind of what I was saying earlier about like every room has outlets, like power points, cords, light switches. Those are the basics. And then depending on what kind of like place it is, you have to think about other things like does every room like have a laundry basket? You know, that kind of thing. I think I've seen this like clothing pile before. Should put that on the bed. Like in the middle of. This looks a little bit young, the clothes, I think, for a fully grown man, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Oh, we should put like a coffee machine in here as well. Because that would make sense. And a fan. So we need a alarm, clock, fan, and a coffee machine. Okay, not that one. Should we do like a answering machine? This isn't a. That's not that. We do need an answering machine. Okay, I need to put these down before I forget. Okay, do like put this here because I want to do that. But we need to do. What was it? Alarm clock, a answering machine, a coffee pot, and a fan. Do like this one maybe? I think that would make sense. Do I have? I should, yeah, I should be okay. Do like, would they have, because my save file I would say is set between like 2004 and, oh, what is this? Juice-o-matic. I don't know what you are. 2004 and like 2014, and I say that kind of broadly because when I am making it right now. When I first started making it, I was wanting to play from 2004 to 2014, but I don't know, in my mind, because it's like fictional, I can kind of throw those eras together and act as if they're existing at the same time, like they don't need to be separated. So that's like how I'm justifying doing the kind of different, doing some things a little more modern and some things less so. And I've said this before, but like class also like, indicates that how modern like a home is going to be for a certain person. But what was I even going to ask? Was it like something, did they have this? I don't know. Forget everything I just said because I've lost my train of thought. It's really late, guys. It's very late. In fact, my partner is texting me right now. I can't even text him back. Okay. Yeah. So why is this got like a weird shadow on it? That's gonna bother me. That's gonna really annoy me. What was I even doing? I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to stop in the next like 10 minutes. I know I said I wanted to try and get like some of this or most of this room done, but I think it's gonna get really annoying if I start to like continue losing my train of thought. I think it's gonna get very bothersome, so I'm really sorry about that. We need a phone and a fan. Still, yes. I want to put like the winged llama functional phone, but I really like the tabletop ones like this. Because I think this is more like Motel, yeah. And a fan. Not you. There's another one that I like. This one, yeah, the standing fan. We'll put it like, I think this is probably, maybe this is his personal fan. I don't know. I don't think the motel would actually provide like a fan for you. Can you imagine? Do they do that? Have I just been to, I mean, yes, I have been to bad motels. Actually, maybe they would do like a wall one. So we could do wall fans in the other rooms. for some reason this is like attaching itself to like objects and stuff, so yeah. I'll do like this. And there we go. Actually, we'll take, instead of this lamp being there, I have an idea. I think maybe he's taken the lamp and he's like dragged it to the floor because he's like been scrounging around on the floor looking at photos and like files and stuff right here. So we're gonna put it on the ground, try and tell like a little story with it. He's been on the ground, on the floor. I don't know what he's doing down there. I don't know why he's there looking at things. So that's why there's a bit of like situation. I'll get like a wire. Let me see if I have one, and like make it kind of look like the lamp's been dragged out. I would like tool it. Oh god, I can't find it. Oh no. I would tool it, but I'm not capable. I've seen some really great like tool mod things that people have done, but like I don't have the capability to like do certain things like that. And I think the people who can are like crazy. They're insane. I don't I'm not on that level. Should we put a fire alarm? I don't think a fire alarm makes sense. I do think I should do wall lights. I wasn't going to, but I do think that's necessary. Also put like a light in here so I can get rid of this because it's blinding me. I use this light a lot, I know. It's all warm. And where did I find that like phone wire? I had like a TV. I think I'll look up TV because I think it's a TV wall wire. So TV. There we go. Hold on, my partner is texting me. Let's text him. Anyway. Ooh, a TV tray table. Yes, girl. Yes, we have to do this. I don't care if like it's a motel. He's gonna have one. Maybe he brought it with him. The same with the fan. I don't know. Okay, where is my wire? There it is. The wall TV cable. I wonder if I can tool mod this in such like make it larger and then tool mod it in such a way that it looks like it's I like turn it on the side and then okay, let me see if I can work some magic. Maybe like okay, maybe like this. We do like 30. I think we might have to like lower it then. Maybe I can make it back down to the size it was. No, I think it does have to be bigger, bit bigger. I don't know. I don't know if I can make this work. I really want to have like a wire till it looks real, but this is the weirdest thing to get fussy over, I know. I don't think I can do it. I'm sad. I can try and find something like it, but I don't think that this is going to fulfill my vision like this. Okay. Okay. Alright, I hate to leave the video off here, like kind of leaving you guys like high and dry in the fact that we didn't really get to do like a room and like make it, you know, feel like someone lives there the way that I usually like do my builds and stuff. And you guys won't get to see that. But regardless, even if like, you know, we didn't get into the nitty gritty, I hope you guys still enjoyed watching the video, hearing me talk about everything that I could possibly think of, and watching my process of like trying to piece things together. Hopefully in the next long play I do, I'll be doing either another community lot, since I intend on doing most of my long plays as community lots and not residentials. But if you want me to do a residential lot as a long play, I'm happy to do that. Let me know. Um, and let me know what you were doing again while you were watching. Let me know what you think of the build, if you have any ideas, if you want me to do like a room for a specific sim, feel completely free to suggest anything. And yeah, I will see you all next time.